Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Christo. This is Songs of Six, and this is the wonderful city of Dundor. In the last episode, paper, libraries, knowledge. We are making a staggering quantity of research. We've currently got 2 times more research, almost, than we have actually invested in anything so far. We have literally tripled our capacity to know. Should be good. Speaking of increasing our capacity to know, I need to undo some slander from the last episode. Which is that I was saying the tooltips were bugged, and I went and made a bug report. Someone astutely pointed out because you've got developer mode on, you sponge. So I've turned that off. It won't have caused any actual problems. Like it's not like that gave us cheats, or well, it did give us cheats, but you have to actively use them before it actually does anything. So no worries there. This episode, it's time to spend some of that knowledge. Our food situation has degraded somewhat, in that we still have enough food. We're making more than we need of each of these types, but the Amalvi's probably starting to get a bit less happy about stored fish. Yeah, could do with a bit more stored fish for them, and we could do with more of the other stuff, just so that we have more days stored. I really very rarely like to be below 25. So, what I think we will do is work on rations. So for rations, we need some tech first off. But before we do, we got 150,000 science, right? And is it still going up? We have quite a lot of lunatics, though. We need to get on that. But that's part of the ration situation. It looks to me like it's not going up. I think. Let's see. 144 375. 144 375. 144 375. 144 375. 144 375. Okay. And we're making how much knowledge per person? Sorry, no, how much of this per person are we making these days? Has it changed at all? I don't think so. Like the education being 0.23 still seems right. Cool. And yeah, the tools are filtering in, and ability is still giving them a boost. Cool. So we don't need to change any of the maths on that. That's good. Now, it will be... There's 50% boost here, which, as we say, represents a 33% boost to the actual productivity of these. It's showing us giving a knowledge boost of 1, but I don't think that's right. Or is it? Why is this target 0.34? Have I made a terrible mistake? Oh, no. This is like, as in 34%. Okay. So this will only show other numbers when we get to 150% boost. So right now we have, yeah, about what I thought we would. Nice. About a 64% boost. Is that what I expected? Right. Yeah. I'm just going to update my spreadsheet real quick. One sec. Now I'm concerned that I think I might have done this wrong. Because why is this giving 0.34? Because if I multiply 76 by 0.015, which is 1.5 bonus per person, then I would expect to be getting a 114% total knowledge boost. And we're actually getting a 164% total boost from times 2.64. Interesting. So if we increase this by getting this tech, we would increase this by 50% in the additive section, which would be easily worth it, like many times over worth it. So we really should do that. We really should try and get some gems, basically, and get that done. Okay, I guess we'll do that first then, and then we'll do rations. I think that'll be okay. But I think I need to reassess, like, what is the actual bonus I'm getting per person? It doesn't look like it's 0.015 anymore. I mean, the simple way is to actually math this out, because with the... Yeah, because we know we're getting 0.005 times... Oh, here, let me just get serious to it. What's 0.005 times 1.25 times 1.58? No, sorry. That's wrong. Hang on. Or is that wrong? No, that isn't wrong. Okay, yeah, so that between them, they about double it. So that should be 0.009. That doesn't seem right. Because the base rate is 0.005, so 0.5% boost. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. It should be about 1%. So why is this... I guess just because I've done it wrong. I'm trying to come up with a complicated answer, but we're getting about 0.0098 per worker, which means we have dramatically too many library workers by almost a factor of 2 compared to the number of lab workers that we currently have. But if we upgrade the libraries such that they had the 0.5 in it, what would it be then? Hang on. 0.005 times 1.25 times 1. Nah, I said it wrong. You can't like correct yourself for easily on Siri, can you? Maybe you can, I just don't know how. What's 0.005 times 1.25 times 2.8? It's 0.08. Bollocks. Yeah, that would be, I think that would definitely be worth it. So let's let's work towards that. Let's get the gems. So the gems are, as we established, all the way up here, and there's no other gems on the map, I don't think. Yeah, okay. So we are going to run a cobblestone road a long friggin' way. Let's go line drawing. I don't really want to draw it from here, though, do I? Let's draw it from here. I want to go all the way up here. We will make it just one wide, I think. We don't want to be spending excess on this. Okay, and then where is the gem deposit? There. Okay, so we need to cut into the mountain. This area. And ideally, and this is going to be bugs, so ideally they should live in the mountain as well. We'll put some houses in, but I'm going to need this getting cut first. Let's try and keep this organized here. These are making funny noises. Funny animals. All right. So that should be getting built relatively quickly. Oh, that's right. It shows up as little dots when you do it like this. That's okay. It's kind of janky, but it's also kind of funny. We'll stick with it. Okay, so we need a gem mine. Which we need to invent. Now I think about it. For 1,000. Ouch. Now, this is all handling. This is one of the good techs. This is why. Yeah, we need. This is a lot of tech. We need a staggering amount of tech. Right. So the other thing we can do is we can test with this. So this should give a 0.2 bonus. Now, how does that? Look at them all spidering up to get it done. Love that. How does that bonus get applied? Is it in here? No. Is it here? It is. Okay, it's an after-the-fact multiplicative bonus. That's great. So that's an absolute 2% increase to the amount of knowledge we make. And then the next level is a 3% bonus, 1,300. That's well worth it. It'd be worth it if it was 1,000. Sorry, if it's 3,000. This is a back down to a 2%. I bet it's a 2.5% bonus. That's easily worth it again. Easily worth it. Another 3% for 2,000. Easily worth it again. Another 2.5. Sorry. For... Okay, 2.5. Okay, that's close. I think that is worth it, though. So, nice. We have... what was that allocated before? Wasn't it 90? I guess I can quite easily show it. I guess I can freeze it. If I freeze it, it's 9,000 it cost us. When you allocate, do you allocate from frozen? If I boost my paper making a bit. Oh, that's right. Frozen becomes available over time. How quickly does it become available? Not that quickly. Let's let that come back. I feel like the math says it's worth it because we have... I mean, what is the total here? 84 plus 51. I can do that. But 135. So what's 25% of that? Not 25%. 33. So 3,000. Yeah, 3,000. 3,750. No, 33,000. 3,375 should be worth it to get this tag. So yeah, let's get it. Now the frozen will take time to come back, but that's okay. This is so cheap. We should really get some more work safety. What else we got down here? Opinion. Extra immigration. More lawfulness. Oh. We do want courts. So let's unlock that. And yes, I do want the next level of libraries. Good stuff. They will use, I think, a ton more paper as well. So we'll need to rejig some of the numbers around that. Is that road there yet? Getting there. There they go, carving through the mountain. A breakneck pace. Okay, so we put down some longhouses in the mountain. Set back, but not reaching the edge. And we're going to be fungal highwaying it up around here. And then a little gem mine. Now, it's all pretty bad, but let's try and get the least bad of the bunch. There's some 13 down here, some 16, 17, 16, 16. Okay, it's all very similar. Okay, mine out. Gem mine. I mean, I don't know. What should we put? I mean, long term, I want, like, no one up here. Should we just put 10 miners temporarily? Let's keep them underground. It's going to be Garthimri's obviously doing this work. Actually, no, it could be Dundorians, because Dundorians like gem mining. Are they as good at it? Sorry, wrong tab. Mining. Gem mines. Skill. Yeah, Dundorians and Garthimri's are actually equally good at this. Okay. Well, I think we'll send... We'll send Garthimri's. Have we got any odd jobber Garthimri's right now? We actually do have 14 odd jobber Garthimri's. Okay. Well, congratulations, you 14. The new job is up here in the mines. And I will expand it out a bit over here. And put the storage and auxiliaries up here. So storage would ideally be at this end of the deposit, wouldn't it? Let's do something like that. I'll shrink it a touch to get it back down to 14. Okay. Grow it out down here. Get the storage and the auxiliaries. Grow as much as is required to fit them. There we go. Okay. Build that. Designate these Garthimri's. And did I actually assign Garthimri's to gem mining? I didn't. Okay, let's max that out. And now, some basics for them. It will need a hearth. We'll put it over here. A hearth. And a well. And a warehouse. In the warehouse, I will put a little bit offset. Maybe here. And the warehouse will hold their essentials and the gems. We will also want a house maybe over here or something. A little bit offset, just one long house for the local Dundorians, hiding off in the mountain over here. Connected in by a road as well. Okay, and then we'll want some fungal highway to make the area pleasant for our little buggy boys. And a humidifier for the same purpose. Do they like lighting? I think they do. Like meat, even they would like a ton more meat storage as well. We should get on that. Yeah, so nice big illumination of the working area. Smaller one just to cover this bit. I think that's probably going to be okay. Like, they can just eat from here. No, I'll give them a food stall. Give them a food stall. Come out. They can come outside for the food stall. Okay. I think this will be enough. There's only 16 of them. And happiness is calculated... Like, individuals do have a level of fulfillment. But I don't think happiness is a problem unless on the species level it's an issue. Right, and they need a janitor. That's the other kind of really basic, necessary thing. Where are janitors? There they are. Okay, doesn't need to be big. Bare minimum, in fact. We know how to build these days. Like so. Door out to the food stall. Seems good. And this is, yeah, already being used that way, but let's designate it. Dundorian. This is Gem Outpost. I'll call it Gem Northeast. Upgrade it once. It holds our gems. We do not want to hold more gems than we need to. It also holds meat and fish and bread. And it fetches it from central storage. And it also fetches clothes, tools. Anything else? The janitor is going to need resources, ideally. Wood. And yeah, it auto-employs, and it will take a couple of people to get stuff all the way up here. When we build out our stuff, I guess we'll use transports, but... And there we go. Our gems are coming in. It can get 2 upgrades. Which we will put in. 0.5 gems per day. A mighty haul. It's going to take a while. How many Dundorians have I got? Sorry, how many Gutherians have I got free? None now. Okay. So I don't really want to increase it much. Especially since wood is still going down, interestingly. Damn, we'll need to make the Tilapis more happy to get some more wood in then. How can I do that? What's gone wrong in your lives? Nothing major lately? You could do with your upgrade for your shrine. You'd like a fight pit. We could do drink. Drink would be pretty good. We'd get a... how high can this go? Up to 4. So we get 1/4 of this bar. And yeah, the happiness is affecting everybody. Sorry, the food quantity is affecting everybody. We really should get on that. I think like our Thimmeries are really happy. So we could let more in to keep mining faster, but how expensive are these upgrades going to be? 24 gems. I mean, they're not very expensive. We can wait. We can wait, I think. Just a titchy little gem input. You know, one way we can make people happier was, I was going to say more lore, but it looks like lore is actually kind of under control at the moment. Because we can do courts now. Courts take gems. Maybe I will do that anyway. Get a court going. Where should justice be rendered? Near the center of town, you'd think? He's already auto-employing. Yeah, God, there's lots of janitorial work to be done in this here town. Oh, and this road is not being maintained. I thought when I transformed it from one to the other, it would do that for me, but it seems not. So go ahead and maintain that for me. Let's take a look at a bit of a zoom out look at maintenance. Looks, yeah, mostly fine. Mostly fine. Obviously the main road there's not, but that's okay. Yeah, so 5 deliverymen here. Trying to keep them topped off on stuff. What's our tool situation? Oh, we're out of tools. Okay, that's not good. And I assume that's because you were just working flat out. You just aren't big enough anymore. Okay. We will Endeavour to solve that immediately. How many tools are we trying to use? 4,000. So if we could have something just alongside the boa here. Seems good. Storage end. Storage near this end. What do we have there? 4 workers. The other one. So another 6. Seems good. There's the efficiency. Bang that out real quick for me. Is there a smithy-wide tech we could get that would help with this? Yes, 5% bonus. We'll get a couple of tiers of that as well. Make your tools. Then just drop this number way down. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, this is tools too. With a space. Never named the other ones. I guess because they're kind of obvious, but... Swords. Armor. Good. Okay, that should stabilize the tool situation, although we have a backlog to work through actually, so let's crank the employment for now. We do have... Oh god, our workforce is... Once again, a little stretched. And Dundorian's not thrilled with life either. Only 85% happiness. What happened? Government tanked? Law is tanking. Okay. Well, do you actually provide law with judges? I don't know if they exude law or if they just increase happiness from their existence. Where can I put space? Space, man. You cross the river. You are judged by the fishy boys as they judge everyone else. Or in here, perhaps? Where better to judge someone than near the area of knowledge? It could be a good area for it. Put a chamber of judgment in here. That seems kind of cool. Let's do that. Cut in here, remove that. Which will render some humans homeless. Not a big deal. Home them up here. And check if these get maintained. Or if it's just the... No, it doesn't. Okay. All this area should be being maintained up to there. There we go. Good. No, thank you. Yeah, Dundorian's not being happy. We'll get there though. I mean, we got a lot of tech we could spend on making people happier. Lawfulness. Ex-convict. ×1. Surely that doesn't have an impact then? Not quite sure what that does. Anything else I could do with boosting? Decorative plazas? Yeah, plazas could be good for the ore. Let's get that. And sculpting actually as well for the decorations. Sure, some maintaining. Could do more food production as well now I think about it. It's not very expensive. Oh, it's so cheap. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. And then this gives you a 10% boost. I do want to invent... Yeah, let's invent all the brewery stuff. Not all the levels of the specialization, but... Just so that we can get all of that stuff. And then 700 here. Don't need charcoalers. Again, just these super cheap ones. But then, I mean, we've got a kind of balance set up, so... Yes, we want a skull, so we can do some taverns. Massage parlors. We could add massage parlors for happiness. Could also get some nutritional tech. Yeah, that does seem good, actually. Let's get 2 levels of nutritional tech. Which means I need to update the nutrition tech. In my spreadsheet. Oh, which returned a null value on every cell because I typed it wrong. There we go. Good. Yeah, so that will put us in a slightly better position there. I did unlock the massage parts, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, but yeah, immediately food days looking quite a bit better. Right, and yes, now carve out this whole area. Because you don't need to go to the Chamber of Judgment very often. So I don't think it's a big deal that it's kind of out of the way like this. It does need to be fairly rounded, though. This is going to be a Dundorian. Dundorians will visit. Ah, and I have left this house with no walls. So if we could do that and then refill this bit. Good. Okay, so court. All the way up to 15 gems. Let's make sure we're not putting any in any of our markets, by the way. Oh, yeah, and this will automatically only stock this nearby stuff, because, yeah, that's fine. Plus, give it an upgrade. So it's all nice and good. That's fine. But yeah, we do need more wood. These things are... Paper makers are obviously chomping through it at quite a pace. Alright, courts. Court, rather. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I've created a large space for it. I don't think we need that big a space for it right now. But they do have a certain minimum size. Where does the judge sit? At the back, I guess? Let's have it like this. 38 gems. It's expensive. Can't do that quite yet, then. What can we do? Invent the stuff to do with rations. Something I can do, now that because we know we want to lock in some tech for that. We should also probably work on... Yeah, some of these farm bonuses are really cheap. Oh yeah, okay. We need some more wood. Here we go. Let's get some advanced forestry. And some wood handling. 10% straight reduction in the amount of wood that we use. It's pretty darn good. And then... More carry capacity. Oh, is it cheap? Let's get a few levels of carry capacity. You know what? Yeah, let's start getting some physicians around as well. Are there some... Yeah, there are some cheap levels of gem mining. Let's get a few of them. Ore handling's quite expensive. What else? Not using hunting. Tombs? We could get tombs going. Yeah, some of our people really like tombs. And fight pits. Come on, let's try fight pits. Fight pits and tombs. Lots of things that can boost up everyone's happiness. We were going to make this a tomb, weren't we? Afterlife crypt. Oh, it takes gems. How much gems? Probably some based on the number of graves. Yeah. Okay, not going to do that. Not just now. What was the other thing I unlocked? Right. Physicians. Should take... Oh, we're still short tools. Are we at least filling up? Yeah. We're very nearly full now. Good. Ooh, clothes have started dipping though. Let's fix that with a bit more tech. Maybe. That's for weavers. I guess we need to balance the extra weaver tech and the extra tailor tech that we're going to buy. Let's go up to level 10 on both, maybe. There we go. Hopefully that will quite dramatically increase our levels on that. Let's see. It's holding a little better, but it's hard to infer off just a short period of time. Let's see how it goes. Right. Physicians. Because people like... Well, the physicians don't have too much impact, but... They're going to be worked by Dundorians, so... Down here by the hospital. For now, makes sense. I don't think they need to be that big. Make it a touch bigger here. So we can have like 2 beds, and then can you put shelves next to them? Yes. This requires 1 physician exactly for 2 services. I can put it like that. Door at top and bottom. Cool. Now, how many of these do we need? I don't know. But let's pop them. Well, let's pop 1 in the city centre there, and then 1 in Pigerton. Maybe you can start the new expansion of Pigerton over in this direction. And then, yes, it will want those walls fleshing out. We haven't, not using one for the fishy boys just now. I don't think we need to. Graveyard looking okay still. Yep, good. It can't be upgraded. It will obviously hit 100% load pretty quickly as the people go in to do that, but it's okay. Get some pathing optimization done. Let's see how much of our global physician needs just 2 of them meet. I'll be curious. I don't know how regularly you have to go to the physician. Could have checked, I guess. Might be different per person, but... fighting doctor. There we go. 10% a day. So you need to go to the doctor once every... They're going to want to go to the doctor, rather, once every 5 days. And how many people can this serve per day, it reckons? 20? Which means it can serve... should just be 5 times 20, right? 100 people for this one doctor? Let's see. See how that shakes out. We're still trying to export a little bit of whatchamacallit, by the way, livestock. Making our titchy little bits of money. Up to 18 jewels. What's the first thing I'm going to do with the jewels? I'm going to upgrade this, I think. Giving us that extra 0.5 on the additive bonus. Very nice. That 0.26 I think should rise. And yes, it does make them look really fancy, these libraries. The other thing I could do to make our Dundorians happier would be have more of their places built out of cut stone, I guess. The other thing we could do is some fancy plazas. Dundorians love these things. Slow to move on, but a powerful decoration. So yes, when you're trying to get somewhere fast, you can still do that by going around the edges. But this central bit is our great plaza. And, likewise, this area is going to get plazaed up. Specifically just the finest section here. There we go. No. Good. And now this all should start to radiate ore as well, which is something that we have not had much of. It looks... it does look kind of goofy. Maybe I don't make it quite so big, but... it's also kind of cool. It's so decorative, like just a show of opulence. It looks better not underground, I feel like. Let's make it come to a point. That'd be cool. But yeah, if people want to move fast, they can still go around it. But now it's emitting a bunch of ore. How is ore getting all the way up here? Does highway have a small amount of ore, or is that just this radiating? 20% ore here. Yeah, it is just the highway. It's just that it doesn't show ore when it's not on the land, I see. Ready for me, my love? Great, just one sec. We will also need to do some... yeah, some ore from statues and pillars would be good. So, a mighty set of pillars, or just a mighty pillar perhaps flanked by statues as you enter the Dwarven Hold. Seems perfect. There you go. And then get some more highway action around it so that people aren't slowed by having to deviate around it. But we'll do more of that later in the episode, which will continue in just a moment.